Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death for our fourth and final part this week. Um, Take it away. No, not take it away, Ryan.
Take it away, Neil.
Yeah, take it away, Neil. I proceed to head to my parents' house, unless my sister lived by herself or was married to someone, in which case I head to her place.
No, she was still an adolescent when you left home.
Okay. I approach my parents' house.
Yeah, you're able to find it
I
tucked in its own little veil. Why don't you describe it for me?
It is a soft little cottage nestled half underground, half underground, one quarter in a tree with the remaining section sticking out. Part of the house is kind of like goes up the trunk of a hollowed out tree. The rest of it sits, kind of under the ground. So it's only actually about a foot and a half, 2 feet above ground, 2.5 feet above ground. Where there's like a little door and a window, and the door kind of goes down into the earth a little bit. Um, has a nice dirt roof that has grass and plants and stuff growing on it. So if you're not familiar with the house, it can sometimes be difficult to spot from any direction other than the front, because then it just kind of looks like a flower covered mound built up next to a tree. But if you approach it from this one angle, you can see like the front of it is all sheared off, and you have these things, and yada yada yada.
Nice. Sounds very elven.
Yes.
How many siblings did we say you had?
I'm gonna say four because I don't remember.
Four. They keep multiplying.
Did we say less?
I can't remember.
How many? I'm going to say three sisters and one brother, unless you have other numbers needed.
I'm getting called lazy for asking you to describe your house.
You know what? Screw chat. He's not
I'm
lazy. He's giving me an
I'm in
opportunity to roleplay.
exactly.
Yeah, that's a great move by the DM, is having the players describe their
Yeah.
home bringings.
Take notes, guys.
Yeah, that's a thing a good DM does.
Yeah, it helps players feel more involved, like they're actually helping to create this world as opposed to being plopped down in it.
Exactly. So I go sneak up to one of the windows and crouch near it and try and detect noise inside the house. I want to know what's going on before I get involved. My detect noise is 20%.
All right. You hear nothing but the rustling of wind through the trees. You do catch a glimpse through the window of your mother working in the kitchen. Looks like she's baking a batch of elven whey bread.
Hmm.
You detect the faint aroma of the bread on your nostrils. It
Okay.
smells like home.
All right. I stretch, rub my head, rub my eyes one more time, and go open the front door and walk in.
Okay, you walk on in.
Just walk on in.
All right. Your mother shouts um, from the kitchen. Emil, is that you? Emil would be one of your brothers.
I walk into the kitchen and just look at her.
She drops the tray that she has in her hand. Qualneer. Your mother
Hi.
stands before you,
Hi, Mom.
gray haired, wide of hip, but otherwise slender. Qualneer? Oh my goodness, it's been so long. She embraces you. Where have you
Hi.
been? I've been worried sick.
I told you I was leaving town to go out and make my way in the world.
She grabs your cheek. Well, did you make it?
You could say that,
You're
I say, and I
you're
pull
so
out.
you're so scrawny. Here, eat. She hands you a piece of whey bread,
Sure, she's
or
not
rather, shoves it down
Italian.
your throat. Italian,
Um,
elf Italian.
Elf talent. I chew on some whey bread and wait a minute, those toss. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so I had two Tosseloy rubies and then three uncut rubies. Okay. I pull out one of. I pull out the four bloodstones that I have, each worth 50 gold, and I uh, leave them on the table and say, "I've made my way in the world. I have made my fortune and my fame in
Hmm.
my own regard. To be honest, I was just coming through town to talk to a priest about a problem up north in Solstice."
A priest? That's great to hear. I'm so glad you found the light.
But someone said that, well, first off, how could you possibly let my sister start taking wizarding classes?
A look of worry comes over her face.
And secondly, how
She,
could you lose her?
she, we were reluctant at first, but she had the gift. It so seldom comes.
And who said she had this gift?
She strange things started happening. It,
Like what?
I don't know, levitating books, dancing lights.
And she wasn't controlling it?
Hmm, she eventually learned.
Oh, wait, so she actually can? I was under the impression that someone had bewitched you all and ensconced, escaped, ran off with our sister as hostage. But if you're
I
saying that she actually did have the ability to cast spells, then
She nods and
no, no, now hold it together.
I
Where's father? Where's my other siblings? Where's my other sisters?
Father, uh, your father's off on a hunt.
And
Your brother should be around here somewhere.
my other sisters?
Mm. With there's only is there two other sister? One other sister.
There's
She.
two. There's three sisters and one brother total.
Are you the eldest, or are
I
you?
am the eldest.
Okay. Your other sister is married off somewhere, so she
Okay, one of them's
nearby-ish,
married.
but she's not at home. Your mom's pull it together. Emil.
Wait. Where's my other sisters? I
You only
have
have You
I
have
have
one other.
three sisters total, and
Okay.
one brother. So one's married, one's missing.
Okay. One of them. Yeah. One of them is. Yeah. So there's one other here.
Okay.
Emil is your younger brother. Uh, your younger sister's name Ithrel.
Ithrel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one's name was the one that's missing.
Alwell.
Ah well. Ah well, Ithril, and a married sister, and Emil. Okay. So what happened to Alwell? Where was she last seen? Why had there not been a search party sent out for her? How could you let her disappear? She's flesh and blood.
There's been no sign of her in 6 months. We searched all of Feanir. No sign of her.
Who was the last person to see her?
Digging all this back up. Uh, one of her friends at the university.
Hmm. Well, you give me that friend's name and where I can find them, and I will go sort this out. I will do what the rest of you haven't been able to. And I go to yonder friend's place. If she gives me
Yes.
the name.
Sure.
Okay.
Um, ooh. Golfinerd. That's a retarded name. Galadan is a student of magic back at the tower.
Okay.
who is supposedly the last to have seen her alive.
Galfagan?
Galadan.
Galadan. Okay. I go find this Galadan bastard.
You're able to locate him as well as Michelle in the garden. He's pruning some roses with magic. Struggling.
I walk up to the roses and cut the rose off with one of my daggers to get his attention.
He tries to catch it in air as it's falling, but whiffs. Ah, what was that for?
Where's my sister? Ah, well.
You recognize each other from childhood or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
growing up here. Oh, Qualneer. Um, he's a tall, gaunt man with golden hair and green eyes.
Don't let your good looks think that you can get away with this again. Where's my sister?
I, 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 I don't know.
You were the last person to see her alive. As far as I'm concerned, you killed her. So you had better find out where she is, or at least point me in the right direction, or you will pay.
Thought I'd put this all behind me. Um,
Bet you tried to.
we were practicing here in the garden one day. She went home in the evening for dinner as usual, and apparently never made it.
A likely story. What happened that day?
I've I've told all of this to the priests. There's there's really nothing more to uncover.
Elves don't just go missing in Qualneer.
I
This is
know.
the safest section of wood in the world.
He nods.
So what did you
Truth.
do with her?
If I had to guess, she doesn't want to be found. As you said, this is the safest stretch of wood in the world. If she disappeared, she meant to disappear.
I already used that debilitating poison. It's gone. Um, are you saying that she ran away from home of her own
It's how
free
it,
will?
it's how it looks to me.
Did she have any enemies? Was anyone angry with her? Did she piss anyone off? Who was her overseer? Who was her teacher?
Um, I guess we have several instructors here at the college, the university. He
How
stares
many
down.
how many other people are standing about?
Um, you see two other elves talking to Michelle in the garden.
Are there backs to me or there are fronts to me or their sides?
Sort of their sides. They're distracted. They're talking, but
I
they.
start walking kind of away from them. So if I walk like 60 feet or 70 feet, I would be at their backs, or not at their backs, but like behind them. Does that make
Okay.
sense? And I as I walk, I put my hand on this guy's shoulder and have him walk with me. And I'm like, well, can you think of anything that she might have done to annoy her instructors? Anything that she might have done to piss them off?
The instructors? No, no. They're all they're all devoted to the art. They wouldn't be involved.
Once we get like far enough away that those two elves' backs are to me, I turn to face this guy, um, and
Yeah, so you're like around the corner of the
yeah,
building. There's no one else in
okay,
vision.
buddy, it's your last chance. You better tell me what's going on right now. And I put my hand on Bloodletter and slowly draw it.
Do you try and do this discreetly, or
No, not discreetly. I try and make it obvious that I'm drawing my
he
dagger.
takes a step back into the building? What is the meaning of this?
My
Come on,
sister has
Qualneer, you
gone
know
missing.
me.
I thought I knew you. You must know something.
I I don't know what to say. M- Many in this world are jealous of our gift. Mages go missing from time to time, though it usually doesn't extend here into Qualneer.
Do you think with this tower, with the people who live here, who know the magics here, they wouldn't care? They wouldn't use their spells to search after a missing girl? I find it a hard time to believe that an apprentice could go missing and a sorcerer wouldn't chase after them or be able to find them. You don't lose one of your students and not search for them. And with the magics available here, she should have been found. This
Damn it!
reeks of
I'm learning as
conspiracy.
quickly as I can. I'm weak. I can't trace
Why,
her,
why
and
did the head mage not search for her?
the official story is she left.
You're
They
going to take me
refused.
to the head wizard. And I put my dagger away. Because you owe me, because my sister is missing. And if he. No. Take me to the head wizard. We shall.
Damn it! What did I say his name was?
Grumpy Butt?
Grumpy Bat. Okay,
I'm
let's
pretty sure
let's
his
say
name
that
was
wasn't.
Grumpy Butt.
Let's say that that wasn't the head wizard.
Okay.
He leads you to the top of the tower,
Okay.
to a large wooden door. Um, um, which he utters a magic word to unlock, or whispers a word to the door, and it opens, and the staircase continues up. Uh, and you see sunlight streaming through, and the staircase spirals to the roof of the tower. A flat circular roof, about 40 feet in diameter, and at the center is an elf in plain green robes, looking up to the azure sky.
Hmm.
Rodenor, master. The elf turns to look. Ah, yes, my son. What is it? Um, this elven wizard is much younger than you would have expected. Handsome face and high cheekbones, long flowing brown hair.
I'm just making a note. Okay.
His blue eyes pierce your soul as he locks your gaze.
Rodenier, you say, is your name?
He nods.
I am Qualneer, brother to Awel. I have only just now
Ah,
returned home.
I see.
Why
I
was a
am
search not made for my sister?
a search was made. The rangers scoured these woods for any sign of her.
She is your apprentice. Why did you not search for her?
Because that is not what I do.
One of your apprentices, one of your students goes missing and you do not search for her? She was in your care. She's but a child.
I called in the experts. The rangers searched these woods high and low.
And why
She
did
did,
you not use your magic? The arcane arts
and
can find anyone.
and which piece should I paint to find your sister?
Excuse me?
Which brush in my palette can find someone who does not want to be found?
I don't know. Not a sorcerer, but I assume that you have such skills. You are the head of your order, are you not?
I respect her privacy and her. If she wishes to disappear, who am I to track her down? I do not force my students to study with me. They come here because they want to learn.
I
If she
turn
no
to
longer wishes to learn, he shrugs.
I turn to the guy. I say, "You're dismissed." I look back at the head wizard.
He
You would
starts to
let
go for the staircase, and the head wizard goes and points to the edge of the tower. And he nods. Is it Galadan? Is that his name?
Galadan, yeah.
He nods reluctantly, approaches the edge, looks down. Um, and starts chanting words. Okay.
I wait for him
Sa
to fully.
Cyrodiil Ithlanor. And he takes a nervous step off the edge of the tower and floats gently down out of your vision.
Okay. Once he's gone, I say, "You know damn well she didn't run away, and even if she did, she's a minor. She's a child. When children run away, you find them. You can't just pretend that
Your
common sense of
your
things."
sister is not a child anymore.
I've been
And
gone but
she's
6 months. She's still an adolescent. She's not an adult. You've
she's
not.
old. She is old enough to have the right to choose her own path through the woods, in the eyes of justice.
Then let's change
Okay.
things. How about I hire you to find her? You won't do it out of duty. You will do it out of.
I am no hedge wizard for hire. I am a scholar.
I start walking towards him, and I get uncomfortably close.
He smells like roses.
Listen to me, you
You
little
find yourself
rose.
enchanted by his presence. He looks down at you, unintimidated, and smiles.
Listen to me. I take a few steps back. I'm
Still
sorry.
smells like roses.
I have been very upset by this news. I have with me a traveling companion who was gracious enough to undertake this journey with me. I am sure that she will be able to find my sister, but I would appreciate it if you could speak to her and give her whatever information you may have regarding my sister. I have not been home in some time. You are more familiar with her current habits and the like. Would you at least agree to meet my friend and answer her questions?
Very well. Bring her to see me. I will be here all afternoon,
She is in the
possibly into
courtyard
the
now.
night.
I will go get her immediately. But don't expect me to take that exit, I say, looking towards the ledge.
'Tis the only way down.
I head for the
Smiles.
staircase.
All right. You find a wooden door blocking your way.
I open it.
It is locked.
I look back to him.
He's got. He points towards the ledge.
What? I walk and peer over the ledge. How far down is it?
100, 150 feet.
Could I survive 10d6? I don't think so.
Probably not.
Nope.
Got a feather fall spell memorized.
I do not, and
Feather
I don't
fall
have any
spell.
rope with me. I am no. I'm not one of your students that you can screw with. Now, open the door.
Very well. He walks towards the door and whispers to it, and it and
Fucking jackass.
opens.
I walk down the stairs and go find Mika and pull her away from whatever oath she's speaking to. I have a plan. I have a plan. After I pull Mika away somewhere quiet, I explain to her my sister's gone missing, what kind of the whole deal, everything that's going on. And I ask her to go speak to the wizard upstairs using her mirror to convince him to find my sister.
How? So when does she do this?
Immediately, we will walk up the staircase together, and before we get to his door, she will mirror power and then go in.
Yeah, Michelle looks into the mirror and damn, she's handsome and hot.
She's so
So you
charming.
reach the door, same as before, at the top of the staircase.
Hmm.
It's closed.
I knock.
It's locked. Yeah.
I knock.
You pound for a few minutes and eventually, God, so many elven names today. Rodenor opens the door. Yep. He's
Rodin.
barefoot and robed. He looks down at you.
Mika,
Yes,
mirror
yes.
power, go.
She looks him in the eyes and they lock gaze. Let me check.
Come on, Mika. Come on, Mika.
Um,
Come on,
yeah, let's
Mika.
add. What's her charisma reaction adjust?
Her charisma reaction adjust?
Yeah, let's add that to the saving throw or subtract it from his saving throw.
6. Yes. Should have cast friends before this.
6. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But so are wizard saving throws versus spell. Ooh, but not enough.
Yes.
He is totally enamored with Michelle.
Michelle flutters her eyes at him.
And who is this? And he gets a dopey look over his face. He takes a knee and kisses her hand. Milady, do you have elven blood? Your skin is so smooth. And he starts rubbing his face against her hand that he was kissing.
She takes the other finger under his chin, like brings him up to eye level, plants a kiss on his cheek, and says, "Now. You are here to help me with the search of a missing child. We can get acquainted later, but first we must work."
Yeah. Yeah. Work. Would you care to join me in my study?
Of course. She joins him, and here's very, very quickly. She will, well, like she's gonna ask a couple questions. What does she look like? What is she interested in? Like a couple, like 3 really basic getting to know the kid questions. And when she's done, she's like, "Well, I think my work here is done. I should go off and try and find her now. Unless you'd like to join me in her search, it would be lovely to get more time to speak with you."
Why don't you stay here with me? This tower is my home, but
I
we can search through the pages of these tomes. Every word ever written in the fabric of time can be read from within here.
Uh-oh.
What?
I'm just wondering if that would persuade her to to stay.
I mean, she's in charge here. He's charmed, not her.
Yeah, but I wonder if she cares more about gaining spells than she does about finding Qualneer's sister.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. She'll say, "No. I did promise my friend I would go find his sister."
That's we can find her here together.
Is she living within these pages? Within these walls?
He nods slowly. He's still got that dopey look on his face, so you're not sure if he's.
"Show me to her," she says.
He pulls down a spell book, rifles through it, and starts going off on the various ways you can locate a person. Yeah. So he's showing her spells and blabbering about. Well, the simplest way is to have or to know of an object that they are carrying. That's a relatively simple divination. A more powerful wizard like myself could locate a creature directly.
What would you need to do that?
Just time. I have the spell here, but I will need to work to learn it.
I
We
see.
can we can try on the morrow.
Why don't we do that? Um, do you mind if I borrow this spell book? She says, and flip through it. That way, I can come prepared tomorrow with a little bit better.
Sure. You feel free to copy whatever you'd like.
Thank you. She tucks the spell book under one arm, bows politely, and heads for the door.
Mhm.
Is it locked? Is he going to make her jump out a window?
No, he lets her walk out the front door and down the staircase.
All right.
His office was just below the roof,
Okay.
or his private library.
Got it. All right.
And she has a book of divinations.
Book of
On
Divination.
the inside cover is the name Alistair.
Book of Divinations by Alistair. Oops, that is
It is actually like a signature, I guess, as if it were some wizard named Alistair's personal spell book.
okay. Marking it on her sheet. Um, fantastic. Qualneer
He
does the
lent it to her. He didn't give it to her. Or she was planning on taking off.
Qualneer heads back. We'll take Mika back to his parents' house. Do the awkward introductions
Oh
of.
God,
So
Daddy does not approve.
I've got a friend that's just traveling with me,
Are
and
you making
here's.
these introductions before you bring her in, or
No, he'll walk in side by side with her.
okay?
Kind of go, Mom, Dad,
Your dad goes, "Oh God, a human."
Amel, Ithril, this is my friend, Mika.
So he exclaimed that in Elven,
Uh huh.
assuming she couldn't understand, but clearly she can. How dare you've been gone for months and months and months, and you come back with this strumpet?
Father, if you speak ill of my friend one more time, I'm sure she will slap you. Her Elven is quite good.
Your little brother is like poking her ears, running circles around her. Your mother invites her to stay for dinner, but your
Lovely.
father is silent throughout the night,
Yeah.
scowling disapprovingly.
At some point, I give him a. So I can't believe you let Awel run away from home. You're a terrible father.
And
One of
he
those.
reciprocates with "You're a terrible son."
Yeah, all right. I
If you
remember why I left
populate
from
this,
home.
if you populate this world with little half-elven bastard children, I'll wring your neck. Too late.
What? Colney doesn't have any offspring? Does he?
Is that so?
Oh God, does Denna have
There's
children?
even one confirmed officer. Remember?
Oh my God, I forgot about her.
Yeah, very first episode, you sired a bastard,
Oh my God.
and there are potentially more.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that half elf, half seal. Well, I guess it polymorphs into a half elf, half seal. I don't know. Um, cool. Then I guess we stay there for the night. Is there anything that any spells that Michelle may roll for?
Uh, I don't have a list for the spellbook, so I'm going to have you. You can request any divination spell, and I will check to see if it's in the book. She will need to cast Read Magic to decipher it.
Oh, she doesn't have read magic. Never mind.
In that case, all you can read is the title and the name Alistair.
Damn it. Man, I was
On
really
the
hoping.
on the front cover is a
What?
okay, the
What?
solid gank as a name for your half selkie offspring, Seal Elfrickson. Uh, on the front cover of the book is a giant eye.
Okay. Damn it, she really wants ESP. And by she, I mean I really want ESP for her.
I thought you didn't like that spell.
Oh, I hate it as a DM. Yeah. I actually want to use it so then I can see how you handle it so then I can handle it better.
You think I would be any better with it than you are?
No, but it'd give me a new
Just a
perspective
different.
on the spell.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess in the morning we will head back to the tower.
Okay.
Um, and I would be lying if I didn't say I think he's probably smart enough to get a saving throw like
Yeah, that's what I
every
was actually just
day.
checking. Do you,
Somehow it's still under first level spells,
they
despite the fact that
didn't.
the official errata says it's actually a third level spell.
Yeah, they switched it with suggestion, right?
Yeah. And then in the updated versions of the book, they never fixed it. They literally just left it in place. They even completely left out a spell. I forget. Energy drain, I think, is the name of the spell.
Hmm.
There's actually a spell that they left out of the book. Yeah, we go
No,
back and see the wizard
he's still charmed.
score. Um, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down and down and down and down and down, down, down. Um, oh wow! Look, there's so much errata here. So many things are broked.
Really? From second edition?
Yeah, I think so.
Where is this? Is this like online somewhere?
Yeah, I'll copy and paste the errata to you here, and I'll
Hmm.
put it in chat as well. This is for the player's handbook.
Interesting.
Wisdom adjustment to saving throws apply only to enchantment/charm spells. Wow, I did not know that.
Hmm.
And some reason charm person is not showing up in this errata. Is there a different errata that I've checked before, or am I just
I
fucking
don't think it
crazy?
was. I think it's in Tome of Magic or Spells of Magic. Spells in or Tome of Magic or Spells and Magic. They changed it. I don't know that it was
Mm.
errata to the player's handbook. I think
Oh.
in one of those lists they switched them.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think it really matters though. What do
No,
you
it
mean?
doesn't. I'm just
And
it's
it's
just my
not
own
even
ridiculous
like she
curiosity.
has that spell. You've got a magic item, and
I
I can deal
know.
with that charm however I damn well please.
Yeah. I'm just insatiably curious. A B C D E. Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the slightest. Okay, cool. So we go back to the wizard, and she says, "Well, we're ready to find her now."
Yes, have you brought back my book?
Yes, and she hands it back to him. Unfortunately, I did not have the requisite spells ready to learn anything from it. Um,
Ah, 'tis a shame.
but I
If you stay here with me, I will be glad to teach you everything I know.
that might be lovely, she says,
That might be
and lets a
lovely.
hand brush against his shoulder and linger for a second too long.
Okay, he casts read magic and flips through it. proceeds to learn the spell he was trying to learn. This process takes much longer than Qualneer would like. Um, it's going to take all damn day, actually. Oh, wait, no, it's already written down, so you don't have to take the hours to transcribe it, do you?
No.
So he pretty much knows it instantly, and he mems it or whatever and casts it. All right, let's see how this works. What? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Whatever, I'll just go off of this. He has to go into the basement to procure some spell component.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, this is useless.
How so?
The range is so short.
Oh, you're looking at like the actual locate.
Locate a creature. Is there another spell I could have used instead?
I don't know. Oh, it's the regenerate spell that was missing.
Fuck it, whatever. I don't know what spell he uses, but he uses one that works.
Nice.
um, so he sprinkles a bit of fur on the ground, utters the incantation, and begins to circle.
What is he circling?
Like he spins in a circle.
Oh, okay.
Like, except he doesn't have a headphone cable on, so he can spin 360. And he winds up facing southeast, and he points straight, and he says, 300 miles?
100 miles?
Yes, indeed.
Well, okay. Do you have a map? What is 300 miles that way?
Hold on a sec. Let's see here. Let's go. Oops. Actually, further than that. He says 500 miles.
500? What is 500 miles that way?
500 miles?
Do you have a
you're
map?
not sure. You can roll an intelligence check, or he can fetch a map.
I will roll an intelligence check, and he can fetch a map. D20 plus, I want to say my intelligence is 12. It is 30 on my check.
Yeah, so 300 miles, that's into the ocean. But you're guessing that's probably about the distance that you traveled by boat to get from the Southern Isles back here.
So that's roughly the Southern Isles?
Yes.
I haven't been to the Southern Isles, have I?
Yes, that is where you started the campaign.
Oh, Seagate and Ashenholt and all that shit is in the Southern Isles.
Yes.
I look to him quizzically. What could she be doing in the Southern Isles? Sir?
Your guess is as good as mine. In fact, better. Isn't she your sister?
Hmm. I thank you. I turn to Michelle. Mika, would you mind staying here?
Yes. Was there an end to that sentence?
There's supposed to be an end.
A qualifier?
Um, do I leave Mika here, go to Solstice, pay the bar tab for uh, Imbop for like a month, come back to the Elfwood, go to the Southern Isles, or do I bring her and leave from Solstice? It's faster to leave from Solstice. If I leave her here, she can be here for like 6 days, maybe learn a couple new spells. You know, we're going to need those spells in the future. Mika, would you be so kind as to stay here? I hope my family will put you up if no one else is willing to offer you a place to stay. I say, but I
You can
must.
sleep. You can sleep with me. I mean, stay with me. Says Rondar. What's his name?
Rodinar.
Rodenor.
Rodenor. I must head back to Solstice, deal with a few debts, and then I will return to Farinir, and we will take off for the Southern Isles together. If my sister is in trouble, I must protect her. Rodenir, you have been most helpful. Uh, thank you
He's
for your
all but ignored.
services.
He's all but ignored Qualneer for most of this. He's quite enamored with Michelle.
Um, Qualneer just starts rambling about how, you know, how he's missing his sister and she's blah blah blah. And during this time, he starts pacing around the room in a very large circle and keeps an eye on the wizard. If he's staring at Mika the whole time, then when Qualneer like does a lap and he's as out of sight, he's gonna try and snatch something, anything that looks like it might be magical off a table that could fit in a
Um,
pocket and be conceivably, you know, hidden.
there's a scroll on the table. You don't see any obviously magical objects.
Do I see any?
There's a book, quill and
A,
ink.
a book would be too hard to hide. Scroll would be too hard to hide too. It would be very crinkly and loud.
Yeah,
He ignores it.
there's a staff in the corner, but you'd have to cross the room to get to it.
I mean, I do a big lap.
There's
I
okay.
will I will get the staff all in my lap. But okay, can I?
Is that
Is
a
it
staff
possible?
in your pocket, or are you?
Oh wait, this isn't the room with the ledge,
No,
is it?
this is below that. This is the top floor,
Is there
but
an
not
open
the roof.
window?
There's a window.
Is it open?
It's not open at the moment.
All right, Quolner doing his laps will go out to go to the window and throw it open and stick his head out and hold it out and goes, "Oh my god, she's always been such a troublemaker. You know how well it's just always." Her kids at school used to tease her that she was half human because she was so, blah blah blah. And I'll do another lap, and I'm going to try and pick up the staff and like toss it out the window in a lap.
Roll the pickpockets.
Oh god, my pickpockets is so terrible. He's not even paying attention. I don't want to roll it.
Then don't steal it.
Damn it, 38. My pickpockets is 25.
You can't quite get it out. I mean, he doesn't notice, but you like go to check it out the window, and he turns, and you get nervous, and you bail.
Okay. I put it away. Or I walk around the room holding it and like twirling it as if just it's a
Okay,
prop
he
and I'm like,
notices at this point and says, "Can I? Yeah, put that down." And he grabs it and
I
holds
give it
onto
to
it.
him and Qualner says, "All right, I will go to Solstice and I will be right back. Um, I will see you in 6 or 7 days."
Take your time. She'll be here. He
Uh,
smiles creepily.
Mika, will you be okay here on your own?
She gives you a wink.
And I take off and I'm going to head back to Solstice ASAP.
Okay. I think that will wrap it up for this week's Dicing with Death
I think so too.
experience.
I
Um,
killed 2 rats.
3 rats. Thank you very much. So that will be 45 experience divided by 2. You actually also killed the um, Otia.
Oh, I did.
Failed its poison save.
How exciting.
1,400 experience for that. That goes straight to Qualneer. The rats you have to split with Michelle.
You may laugh, but I'm taking that rat experience. All right, it's 1564 after my 10%.
And then I'll give you 1,000 for dealing with the gem cutter. So like base
Okay.
treasure experience slash NPC interaction slash finding a source for all that. And another 500 for returning home and rediscovering Thayanir.
Cool.
Am I missing anything?
654. We'll round that to 655 because it ends in a 0.75.
Yes. The Otyug failed its poison save. Yes, it is dead.
Fantastic. That means I can go look up its stats without feeling bad. Because now I gotta know. I gots to know.
Gots to know.
I won't look it up. I'll look it up later. Another
You can
time
if
when
you
we're done
want,
with
but
them.
that's one of my favorite dungeon monsters.
Yeah. It's that like withering orange like clump of something, right?
It's like a mound with 3 tentacles, and one of them has eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can look it up.
Yeah, it's an ugly creature.
Otyugh. I think one of the OG Gygax monsters from like first edition D&D.
I'm gonna show everyone a picture so they know what we're talking about.
Except all Qualneer ever saw were 2 of its tentacles. There's
Yeah, this little
probably
ugly bastard. Where's the
the glare. The glare
oh
is
the
real.
glare? Whatever. Someone will link it on Purple Worm.
I think someone already did. Someone
Oh,
guessed
done.
like almost immediately. Your chat's pretty sharp.
Yeah, they're pretty sharp. Okay, well that's about it. I don't think there's anything else to say. Ryan, you want to give your brief as always shoutouts?
Thanks for watching. Seal chat, best chat.
Seal chat, best chat.
I didn't come up with that joke. Someone said it. I can't remember who.
Nice.
Gorlock, maybe? Whatever his name is.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways.
tomorrow we're doing the Extra Life stream.
Oh,
We'll be
yeah. Watch
playing
that,
with
guys.
JP in Control, Carnage, and Maggie.
Fun
So
stuff.
check
Is
that
this
out.
one shot? Or...
Yeah, it's just a 3-hour 5th edition campaign.
Oh, 5th edition.
Yeah.
Or is it continuous? Or is each DM doing their own thing?
Each DM's doing their own thing.
All 5th edition? Or
All 5th edition. Yeah, because it's the Wizards of the Coast stream. They're promoting
Okay.
5th edition.
What time does all of this start?
The first thing will start at, I believe, 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Of course, Neil is not going to be awake at that time.
No, I'm doing the 1 a.m. show.
1 p.m.
Or 1 p.m.
What?
show.
Yeah.
1 p.m. show. And then there's a 4 p.m. show as well. So every 3 hours. Because they're 3 hours long. Surprise, surprise. And then Saturday is the actual Wizards of the Coast thing. And then Sunday is more Honor Bound. Yep. So stick around. That's it. All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh God, how do I end the stream? Where's the mute button?